What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Zeus. His name is Kimo. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Suppe. Game number 3 of this best of 5. Every game is best of 5. Divine Intervention Tournament action. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to see how this one's going to go. I already kind of know a little bit what Suppe thinks about these sorts of maps. He kind of gets a little bit unlucky as well. So, Suppe's experience in the Norse versus Greek matchup is incredibly vast. He's played this map so many times. Oh, and he goes the wrong way with the first fishing ship. Does he have a veto? No, it's too late. Okay, so he's played so many games, right? So many games with Odin against Zeus and against Greek in general, and he's just like, it's just unfair. It's just an unfair matchup. Now, I'm not actually as on board with that kind of thought process. I think this matchup is a lot closer than it seems on the surface. But it does require some fairly important strategic thinking and some important, like going certain directions, very, very specific. If you don't do them, then life gets really, really tough for you. So in a way, it's fair. In a way, it's not fair because you should be able to do more than kind of one strategy. But you can do more than one strategy, but you have to go a specific strategic way to make it work. We'll see if Suppe can overcome his preconceived biases of this kind of matchup in order to give Kimo a run for his money. Now, Kimo, not really known for his Zeus. He does play Zeus from time to time, but he's not really known for his Zeus. Plays some Hades, so he kind of understands how to play this matchup, play this map at the very least. It's basically Midgard, but with only 2 fishing spots. There is a lot of fish spread around the sides of the map, it seems. Not a whole lot on the back side here. Some spots here popping like 4 fish nice and close to each other is really good as the docks are going to be coming up. One thing that I've been thinking about, and this is obviously something to consider as a very drastic balance change, but why do the docks need to be so expensive, and why does the HP on the dock need to be so much? 1,280 as your standard dock HP for the Norse, 1,600 for the dock of Kimo. Often throughout history, docks or like naval ports are often the places that get destroyed. Almost, I don't know how true this is. I'm talking out of my. But often naval ports and stuff get attacked and get destroyed a lot. So there is some sort of a historical fact behind it that maybe these docks could be a little bit weaker, a little bit cheaper to build, whether that's true or not. But in terms of a straight balance idea, getting more docks out and maybe making the defensive numbers here a little bit less could allow for less problems in the early game for, say, like these sorts of maps where the fish is really spread out and around and all the good stuff like that. But we'll see what's going to happen here as Kimo looks like he's just going for a standard fish boom. He's gotten himself his second dock up. He's probably going to need to put up about 4 docks here as he's spread out all across the map here with these fishing ships. Temple coming up for Kimo as well, preparing to get to that next position. He's only got 8 villages on wood, which is a little bit on the light side. A little bit on the light side for Greek. Normally we see them going up to about 10 villages on wood so they can get extra docks up and all the other good stuff that comes with that. Suppe, on the other hand, it looks like he's only got himself 8 villages or so. He's already clicked up through Freya. He's got this dock up over here. He's got himself 11 fishing ships, excuse me. He can continue to build more here if he wants. A dock here is going to be very, very valuable with 4 fishing spots on that one. Obviously, a dock here is going to be very, very valuable with 4 fishing spots on that one. So getting a whole bunch of those up wouldn't go astray. It looks to me, however, that Suppe wants to dictate this game a little bit. He's got a lot of villages on food at the moment. So I don't mind this play at all from Suppe. I think being aggressive here, especially with a forward gold mine, can work. But you do have to be careful about unit composition. You do have to be prepared to get these docks down as well. So one way to do these kind of early game, or like not going on the water is hard. Set up the defenses for the water. Get your dock down here. Get your dock down. Or you've got the one here. Get maybe a dock down here. Put all your villages on wood first. Get your building infrastructure all set up. And then take your villages off of wood, saving this ox cart here as well for one, and put them over onto the boars here. You can actually chop down straggler trees or chop down with 1 or 2 villages on wood to afford the houses as the game's going on. As we do see in the immediate bolt there. Kimo he's not playing games here. He's like, no, you're not even getting close to me. Stay away, you. Stay away. Down, boy. Down, boy. Longhouse coming up for Soup. As he is ready to get going. The Katoskopos out here scouting. Won't be seeing this Longhouse straight away. Do we even see Soup getting himself purse scene? It looks like he's not even going to be going in with the purse scene just yet. He does get himself some longboats out here. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing, to be honest. He's kind of preparing for the worst of everything here. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, Kimo's just going to be going for trireme. Kimo is not the type of player to go for a risky all-in or risky land rush. He's going to play the meta, and he's going to play the meta really, really well, is the general take here. And he does chuck a military academy down just to be safe here, it seems. But the meta, generally speaking, for Zeus is fight water, semi-fast, heroic, enjoy the game. But against Soup is the kind of player who likes, at least what I've seen on Mediterranean, he kind of likes to play a hybrid sort of strategy where he goes on the water and goes on the land. As we see these longboats all popping out here. And there he goes, popping them out. And Kimo so fast to react to that. Does take a good amount of damage. I wouldn't have minded to see maybe Soup pulling the fish back and then popping that out and potentially getting a pick there onto the triremes. As some units coming down, we see some longhouses coming out for Soup. He doesn't need to be too aggressive with this. If he's going for the land, just play nice and defensive and get your raids. Enjoy having the speed advantage with those raiding cavalry, and that can work out nicely for him. But he is, at the moment, he's got he probably doesn't even have the longboat advantage here, but he is getting some good attacks. Soup's still pushing forward. Good reaction there. Getting a little bit of damage done onto that trireme as Kimo pulling back. Going to be sitting under this position at the moment. Military Academy up, archery range up, Toxotes, hoplites coming through. Lots of units are out here for Soup as he's going to be moving around the map trying to make this work here. Ursa attempting to take out that Minotaur. There's lots and lots of units for Soup. Too much for Kimo to deal with, it seems. As now Soup going to be pulling back up to this position here. And funnily enough, both players have not moved up into this side of the map to get that dock going and get more fishing ships in. Soup's economy is starting to really pick up here. Is he getting units, getting himself houses? I don't see him having there is one Herser back here he can use to build houses, but he desperately needs those at the moment here. As the trireme does end up getting taken down. I mean, Soup, just fight underneath the dock. Never, ever not fight underneath the dock as Norse. I think that's the secret to most of Norse having success on the land, on the water there, is just don't fight anywhere other than under the dock. Now, let's talk about this. This gold mine here, that's going to be expiring here. Soup can very, very simply give up on the water right now. He doesn't need to keep building boats and just go full land because he's about to hit the heroic age. Frost this army, kill this army, and then go for a gold starve. While he might lose all the fish or whatever, completely fine, because you can get a gold cut. That's always got to be in the back of your mind as an option. But Kimo's got the army out, taking down military buildings, causing problems here. It looks like Soup is not going for that heroic age. Instead, he is getting himself both of the line upgrades. This can work as well here for Soup. He does have to wait for those upgrades to come in, though, as we've already got medium hoplites through for Kimo on that position. As the longboat's getting taken down, Kimo's still looking for some pressure over here. As Soup knows that if he can win some fights here on this position, he's going to be in a great position. Maybe even forest firing this wouldn't go astray. Does he have forest fire still? Yes, he does. Or maybe just, I mean, obviously holding it can sometimes be a scarier thing than actually using it. As his fishing ship getting taken out, not paying attention over here just yet. Too much focus on this fight. Pulling away from this position, waiting for upgrades to come in. He's getting himself watchtowers here as well, but his gold mine's about to expire, so he will have to leave his base and try and get a gold mine here. Good micro there from Suppe, pulling that Raider. Look at the damage. No damage coming through for that Toxotes for just a little bit. Forest Fire coming down on this position to try and combat the restoration of Kimo here. And Kimo, after the restoration is done, we still see those Hursa coming through, trying to take out the Minotaurs. The Toxotes getting some good damage done, but they're raiding cavalry coming through. The Forest Fire still getting in to get small amounts of damage done onto these units here as the army pulls back. Hursa trying to finish off the Minotaur over on this position here. And it looks like Suppe does manage to find the victory on this fight right now. The Dwarves are going to be able to move forward, going to be able to grab a gold mine over here. We do see Kimo turning around here, but the problem for Suppe at this moment is he can only really make himself like throw an axeman here. Does he have any more food on the map? He does have the food here, but kind of in the middle of nowhere. Watchtower going to come up. He's firmly stuck now into the classical age here, and all of his fishing ship are getting taken out on the water here, it seems, as the Trireme are just moving around, getting everything taken out. You have to remember that Kimo, while he is 115 population here, a lot of that is on the water. He's got 2 Trireme here, in total of 8, so 16 boats. Take that 16 pop. It's relatively close here as the raiding cavalry moving forward. They're going to see the gold mine gone. This means that Suppe knows he's got to get pressure done onto that gold mine of Kimo. With a watchtower out, will this be enough for him to hold on here? He's losing all of these longhouses, which makes me very, very worried for Suppe in the continuation of this game. More longhouses coming down, though. We'll see if that's going to be enough there. Villagers on this position happily eating hunt. Does he have himself hunting dogs? Yes, he does. So he's going to be in a good position economically here. Kimo, remember, he's only got 12 fishing ships. It's not like he's at 18 or 20 or anything like that. He's still got to get some more out to fully take advantage of the water in this game. As the raiding cavalry playing Neo here, as the villagers have snuck this gold mine, and a town center now coming down for Kimo. Very, very smart there for him, as more longhouses coming down. This watchtower is not going to be too useful on this position, as the raiders coming through here, going to be helping out on this position here to jump onto the Toxotes. Good micro here from Kimo to try and move them around. Getting those raiding cavalry to target down the Toxotes is so challenging. As he does try and make it work. Raiding cavalry breaking through here still onto this position. And he might be able to win this fight. It does look like he's going to be coming through with a bit of an advantage after all is said and done, especially with all of these longhouses now out. He's gotten himself 5 or 6 longhouses, plus he's got the temple here to build some Valkyries as well as the game continues along. But Kimo now 2 town centers. He's got a crazy strong army, and Suppe is just not able to get himself the units out to continue to fight here at this point. As Kimo's army just too strong here, it seems. Throwing Axeman, getting some good kills on the back here. Odysseus going to get slapped down over there by this raiding cavalry. Not going to be going all too well there. The Throwing Axeman getting cleaned up, and the units just do not pop out fast enough here, it seems, for Suppe. Suppe getting himself Shaft Mine to try and get his gold income going a little bit faster, and unfortunately, in that moment there, Suppe does tap out. Not quite able to make it work here. I liked the idea of sacking the water to some degree. Not necessarily 100% sacking here. I would have liked to have seen maybe another dock over on this position just to defend that spot a little bit easier. But the idea being that you don't defend your fishing ships with archer ships. Instead, just garrison micro those as best as you can while going for the land. But I think what I would have preferred to have seen maybe is go heroic age through Skadi here. Frost is so big, but more importantly, Huskal and a hill fort possibly as a better option. And also, you don't have to go onto these gold. This is something that I think that maybe Norse players could go for a little bit more of when they go for the fast heroics. Though we didn't, obviously not seeing this in this game, but jumping onto a wood line and selling some wood for a little bit to get the strong units out. So then you can push out onto your gold mine and enjoy that. But Kimo, solid play here with the Zeus, finds the dub. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.